Alright, so lesson's going to be on Kanai's cube. So we use Kanai's cube for various things. We click on this little recipe book on the bottom. You can see recipes. There are 10 of them. This is page 1. Extract legendary power. This is the most common use for Kanai's cube. So this tells you what it needs to be able to use this recipe. So legendary item with special power times 1. So this is a legendary item. You're going to see the legendary powers in orange under secondary. And it says gain thorns equals to 298% of your vitality. When you cube something, that blue number will be at the max number available for that item. So we really don't care what the number is because that changes. What we care about is the orange part, which is the legendary power. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to right click, so I put that in the cube. I'm going to hit here where it says fill, so it'll automatically fill it with the items that it needs. And so these are bounty materials, and Death's Breath is what we get when we kill elites and rare monsters. So I'm going to hit here where it says transmute, and it says extracting a legendary power will consume the legendary item. Extract the power anyway. So yes, that item is going to disappear because you're taking its power. So we're going to click OK. It does its magic. And then after the power's been extracted, it highlights an orange depending on the item. So that was an armor piece, and this is the armor slot. This is the weapon slot to the left, and this is the jewelry slot to the right. So we're going to click here, and then it's going to bring you to the page of the newly extracted power item, which I just did was the Heart of Iron. And as you can see, it says gain thorns equals to 300% of your vitality. And as you can remember, it was not 300% when it was in my backpack. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to do this again. So this one's the Cloak of the Garwolf. Companion. Wolf Companion now summons 3 wolves. We're going to put that in there. Again, we're going to hit fill, and then we're going to transmute. Click OK. Takes the power, it highlights the armor slot, and there it is, the Cloak of the Garwolf, and it's already maxed. You're not going to get any more than 3 wolves. Okay. All right, we'll do it again, and you can click fill first if you want. You can fill, right click, put the item in there, and the item, when receiving fatal damage, you instead automatically cast Smoke Spring and are healed to 25% life. This effect may occur once every 120 seconds. And we're going to click transmute, click OK. Takes the power, click on your item, there it is, and it's the same legendary. Okay, now we're going to do a weapon. So let's go back here. I'm going to fill it. We're going to put the weapon in, and that's a Vala's Bequest. Hit transmute, OK. Click here, there's Vala's Bequest, and it's the same legendary strafe projectiles pierce. So you can see here, not every item can be cubed. It's items with legendary powers, and not all items can be cubed. So what it does when you cube something is that it will give you the power of the item, and you don't have to equip that item. So in this build, I'm actually using my Yang's recurve bow, but I'm also taking advantage of the power, which is reduces the cooldown of vengeance by 65%. And I do have the vengeance skill. So this is, this is what I want in my cube. I have Depth Diggers in my armor slot, which is primary skills that generate resource deal 100% additional damage. And since I'm using my speed build, I have the Aris Band, which is each time you pick up gold, increase your gold and health pickup radius by 1 yard for 10 seconds, stacking
If
up
I
to
get
30
1500
times.
years for this, should I return to my
It's a
city?
lot of words to basically say. Every time you pick up gold, each character has a certain amount of radius that, like, if you stand somewhere, this circle around you, your your character and your pet pick up stuff for you, and that increases that radius. So that circle that surrounds you gets bigger and bigger, um, which is cool when you're doing speed runs because you don't want to have to run all over the place picking up your gold essentially. Um, it comes to you. So uh, that's why we use the average span on our speed builds. So you don't have to extract every item, but for season journey, you may have to extract a certain number of items. And let's see. All right, let's take a look at some of these other recipes. Okay, recipe number 2, reforge legendary. So you may have a legendary item. Um, for example, I'm gonna take this out. I have this god chest piece. Okay, but I don't like those stats. And actually what I'm trying to get is a primal god chess piece. So you put it into the cube. Okay, well, first you get the recipe. So let's see, reforge lander. Okay, that's what I want. I'm gonna fill the items. I'm gonna stick it into the cube, and now I'm gonna hit transmute. So it takes it and it changes the stats on it. And it could be worse stats than what you originally put in, or it could be better. Um, so we just stick it in there, fill it, transmute. Sometimes this may be the only way for you to get better pieces. Oh, see, now I turned it from a regular to an ancient set piece. So it's better than it was before. It's just not better than what I'm wearing. Um, but that's an improvement than what it was previously. Okay. Next is this upgrade rare item. Um, so we're gonna go here with
Hello,
Kadala. I'm
Dad.
gonna get myself a
That
couple of
was my son.
chess pieces. Okay. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go to recipe 3, which is upgrade rare item. So we hit fill. Now I have a lot of these materials, so for me, upgrading rare item actually costs less than reforging an item. So here's a rare item, and rares are yellows. So I right click to put it in there, and I hit transmute, and it gave me a legendary Coco de Garwolf. It's not what I'm looking for, but and it gave me another. And I just do this whenever I'm wasting time basically. But I am looking for a primal god chess piece. And even if I get a primal god chess piece, it doesn't even mean it's going to be good. But one can hope. And you may be wondering what primals are. Primals have that red border, and you can see it says up top under Yang's recurve, Primal Ancient Legendary Bow. Primals stats are maxed when you get them. Um, the issue is that sometimes it has stats you don't want, and it is possible that your legendary non-primal item can be better than a primal item. Primers are supposed to be the best, but that doesn't always turn out to be that way. Um, so I have this primal bow, I have this primal wraps of clarity, and I have a primal helmet. Um, primals also, when they drop on the ground, um, they have this red icon that sometimes you'll see, sometimes you won't. and you can only get primals after you do a level 70 Greater Rift solo. So you have to do it by yourself. You have to complete it, and then you will start um, getting legendary primal drops. But it is rare. It is rare. So some people can probably go a whole season. Well, when you do your first level 70 solo Greater Rift, you are guaranteed a primal drop for your first one. And that may be the only drop you get all season. Um, so I upgraded all these rare items. I did not get what I wanted. That's fine. Let's see what recipe number 4 is. Convert set item. Okay, so when you have a set item, so the set items are the ones with the green backgrounds. Um,
I waited
so
15 seconds.
say you
Should I
have,
return to my
you
spot?
know, this entire set except for the pants, but you have two pairs of boots. You pick one pair of boots to wear, and the other pair of boots you can convert it. So we're going to convert this right here, this chess piece. So we're going to pretend that I have all the other set pieces, but I'm um, except say pants, but I have, more than one of these chess pieces. So I'm going to go, okay. So I'm going to fill it, okay? And then I'm going to click transmute. Now it's going to convert it to another set piece, but it is not going to guarantee it's going to convert it to what you want. So you might have to keep doing it. So for now, we're going to pretend that I'm looking for pants from this set piece, which is the unhallowed essence, okay? So I'm going to hit transmute. Oh, look, it gave me a dang helmet. I'm going to hit accept. I'm going to hit fill. I'm going to go ahead and put it right back in there. I'm going to transmute it again. Oh, look, it gave me a chess piece. And you may be playing this game for a while. So, but that's what you can do if you're having difficulty. Oh, look, I got the pants. Yay. So now I got the pants and now I can get the complete set and I'm happy. Um, but sometimes converting set pieces is faster than trying to find a particular piece that you're missing. All right, let's go for the next recipe. Let's see this. I have never used this recipe. Um, basically, so I'm going to show you. Well, let's see. I can't see it. Each, okay, so see on the bottom right where it says required level 70? It means you have to be level 70 before you can put this item on your character. And this recipe basically um, reduces that level from 70 to something lower than 70. It's it's a way if you have like a new character. So if I have this character on Seasonal Journey and I create a new character, but I have the Gem of Ease and an item, a level 70 item that I want the new character to wear, it just basically makes your new character more powerful because they're wearing an item that is at a higher level than they would usually be able to equip. Again, it's not a recipe that I have ever used. Let's see, this one, convert gems. Okay, this one can be useful in the beginning when you're um, needing certain gems. Um, and forgive me if I don't know offhand. There is a character that sells them. I think she's here, but I could be wrong. Let's find out. Oh, there she is. Squirt the Peddler. Okay.
I made it. I get
So
what people throw away.
over
Is that good
here,
for me?
she sells these essence. So say you need emeralds. You don't have enough emeralds, so you can buy this essence. So I went ahead and bought it. Okay. And you grab gems that usually you try to grab like the highest level gems that you want to convert to the color that you need. Uh, I'm just going to do this pile though because I have a lot of them. And you go to Kanai's cube. Okay. Here we go. So it says any gem times 9. So I just right click and I put my gems in there. And then it says any one of the following, whichever essence. So I'm putting the emerald essence. And then I'm going to hit transmute. And it's going to convert 9 of them into emeralds. That's the maximum you get is 9 for each of the essences that you use. So you buy again the essence from her. And it seems expensive, but again, we usually have a lot more gold and we know what to do with um, until we can get enough gems that we want. So, all right, let's go back to Nutristum. So, M for map, right click, click Nutristum, Nutristum. All right. And let's see what other recipes we have. Um, you might use this one. I have not used this one. Um, basically, let's see. I'm not even quite sure. Convert reusable parts. Well, I'm not quite sure how. There's my reusable parts. Okay, so here, since I have, it says magic or rare. So I'll stick that in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, so it gave me 100 arcane dust. So basically I'm turning my white items, which is the reusable parts, this, into blue items. But actually, blue or yellow. But I have more blue and yellow items than I do white items. So I'm not really sure I would use that recipe. Let's see. Oh, okay, so this one is convert arcane dust. So basically I can convert it into white or yellow. This one, since let's see, I have a bunch of the yellow one, veiled crystal. So, and so basically if I wanted more white items, then I would have a white item that I would stick in here and then it would give me more of this, the reusable parts. Um, And the last recipe, augment. Okay. Um, let's let's go ahead and augment something. Let's see. I haven't, oh, nope, I've augmented that one, that one. I think I have pretty much augmented everything on, well, I haven't done that. I don't even know if that's even worth it. All right, hold on. Let me change my character. Here we go. So I have not augmented my Natalia's. So with augmenting is you are putting that piece basically on steroids. So this one, I don't know if you can, see right there at the top under primary, it says plus 600 dexterity. Um, and I used a rank 120 gem to get that 600 dexterity and emeralds. Emeralds give you dexterity. So I am a dexterity character as a demon hunter. Um, so we're going to put those gems in a backpack. We are going to get one of the gems to use for augment. So here's a 120 gem. Okay. And we're going to go to the cube. And we are going to go to that recipe. Okay. So it says ancient item times 1. So that's my pants. Those are primal ancient, but it is an ancient item. Then it says one of the following, which is three, either of the amethyst, emerald, ruby, or topaz. I have here are my emerald. And then depending on the item, so if you were wanting to augment a weapon, you needed at least a rank 30 gem. If you want to augment jewelry, you need at least a rank 40 gem, and armor pieces is at least a 50 gem. Um, Usually, you want to augment it with the highest level gem that you can get. So I am using this 120, okay? And I'm going to hit transmute, click accept. And now I have, you can see now under primary that it has added 600 dexterity because I used the Caldescent's Despair recipe rank 120. Um, to change that, if I want to, you would have to redo this recipe again if you wanted to add something higher to it. Um, so like this one, no, that's 120. That one's 123. That one's 105. So this one, I only augmented this with a 105. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and redo this recipe with one of my other rank 120 gems. Um, but I don't need to right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. But this is what it means by augmenting an item, and it has to be an ancient item. You can't augment it if it doesn't say ancient. And the difference between a regular here. Let's go here so I can show you. So for example, this is a regular Hunter's Wrath. You can see where it says up top, Legendary Belt. And then what I'm wearing, you can see it says equipped and it has the gold border and it says ancient Legendary Belt. So I can augment the ancient items, but I cannot do it with the non-ancient items. And remember, primals are also ancient items. So I hope that has helped explain some of Kanai's cube's uses. So when someone tells you, hey, cube this, they give you an item. Basically, what they're meaning is you go here and it's the very first recipe. When you cube something, you are taking the power of that item. Okay? Thank you.